Connecting to multiple streaming platforms simultaneously. Simultaneously multi-streaming. What other ways of saying that do we have at our disposal? We can make a bit out of it, is what I'm saying. What do you mean you don't understand what I'm saying? The many ways of saying multi-stream. It'd be a little funny bit. Engaging with multiple platforms congruently. See what I mean? Like every episode could be like, signing on to simultaneous simulcasting something else that rhymes. Not rhymes. What's the word when you use alliteration? You know what I... Why are you looking at me like that, you judgy, imaginary robot that almost never talks? Is this live? Are we live? I thought we were just warming up. Hello and welcome to the show. And oh Lord, none of this is ready to go. None of it. Watch. Look, I'm going to click on something. It's going to be sad. Hello, friends. And, the camera kind of works. Look at all this stuff and it's not there in the right places yet. Welcome to a working look behind the scenes of how much effort it really takes to get ready with a pretty setup. Even when you've got all the graphics and stuff, right? Like the ingredients are all here, ready to go. I just gotta plunk them into Streamlabs and place them where I want. Make sure and I coulda, shoulda, woulda spent some time doing that before clicking on the live stream. But all my imaginary characters in my collection of imaginary friend voices in my head outvoted me, and we hit live instead. Let's go to the portal of infinity desktop name we can never get consistent. Why is it always different? Boom. Welcome to the... You can see right there. New scene. That's default. That's when you make a new scene. It'll be like, new scene. Sometimes I put colons in. Sometimes I wonder if that messes up the code. So I don't put colons in. Because, it references the scene in code as it processes stuff. I don't want to throw in things that jack things up. I don't pretend to be a coder, but I do know a thing or two about it, and I've taken a class or 5, read a book or 10 about the subject. Audio input capture. Audio input capture. DJZ. Dear audience, please welcome from behind the scenes straight to your ear holes once I find the right... It's not... Where are you, DJZ? Why aren't you... I did it wrong. I did the steps out of order. Now I have to actually just close that. Hold on. We forgot to go over here and check this. It's not even on! DJZ, I thought you said you would flick that on and make sure that... there was a problem? You had to reboot it? And then you forgot that rebooting it in that instance just means shutting it down and turning it back on again? You didn't turn it back on part. You didn't do that part. All right. We want to enable the correct one. That's you right there. We should rename these. So this says DJZ, and that says Mr. Zeppo. It already says the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo iPad Pro. They should say DJZ iPad 6th Gen. I should rename them. I have not gone to the effort. Welcome to the party, DJZ. He's here. He's virtually in the studio with us now. Listen to his music get louder and louder for you. Is it still not ready? Oh, did we not set it up right? So, I can't hear it now. The audience can hear it, but yeah. Oh, no, we haven't picked it yet. Stop. Rewind. We haven't picked a thing. We have to pick the thing. The correct thing is... It's still not there. What? We have to delete this widget because... Okay. Look, see, this is how long it takes, because if you make a little mistake like that, you have to delete this because it's never going to see it right now. It's not going to see it no matter what I do. It's on. It's there. You're on. You're enabled correctly. If we'd already set this up, we would just be listening to you in this rockin', smackin' beats groove pad, drop rockin' beats galore. Is that or is that not one of the official anthems of the Zeppoverse? It is, isn't it? Okay. Let's take 2. Audio input capture. Adding source. Audio input capture source D. J. Z. I'm not going to spell it the way it sounds. I'm just going to spell it normal. Why? Why do you want me to put 8 E? That's a tongue twister. You don't think it is. It sneaks up on you. You expected me to type in 8 E's in a row? You are a madman, DJ said, and that's why I adore you as a platonic friend of the internet and multiple dimensions that we have crossed together. For we have traveled across time and space. I've got to do a comms check. Please stand by. Comms check. Check, 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 check. Range check. Sounding good, sounding solid. These headsets, different issue. They get a little janky. No offense. I love you. You're like 130 years old. Now, the concern I'm overreacting to you here is that as audience members have occasionally pointed out to me, and it's been a bit of a weird mystery, I will occasionally get some sort of interference thing happening. Everything will look fine, but my voice audio will actually sound like I'm in some horror movie. And I'm supposed to sound like lost audio tape that's been partially recovered but is unintelligible. And I hate sounding like that. I'd rather sound like this, even if it is a little tinny and a little not the best possible audio mic choice we could have. You work with what you got, right, friends? Hello and welcome to the show. Oh, wait. We were going to start over here. We're going to do an audio check. DJ said, please go to your magic number. Magic number right there, 3.33. Audience, tell us, is this too loud or just right? Welcome to the show, folks. You can hear some DJ Zed underneath me, but you can still make out what I'm saying clearly, and it's well balanced. Am I wrong or am I right? Oh, we don't have DJ Zed in this page, so we're going to drop him in right here. Add widgets, audio input capture. Boop, 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 boop. We're just going to go through and add him into everything and hide all the unnecessary redundant widgets that show up on that screen. Yes, but right now, DJ Zed, as we overanalyze where everything is, we will let you crank it up so people can rock out. Crank it up. Cranking it up right now. All the way to the maximum extravaganza. It's going to take us a while to get to the game, because none of the pages are working on this. On the difference, we got starting one. That one's going to have the link, and we need to add DJ Zed back in. That was a nice drop, though. That kind of fell off just right. And then we're going to add him in just right. Welcome to the chat show version of the show. Hello, camera. You're being all weird and wonky, and you are in the wrong, apparently the wrong position. Whoa. When I popped that open, it had some, whatever it was looking at whenever I was last looking at the app. There we go. Now I look like what I'm supposed to look like. A little bit. That vertical output page for the TikTokers is horrible. I know. We're going to tuck that away. We'll fix that in just a second. Un momento, por favore, mi amigos. First, we start with the fundamentals. DJ Zed, we got to drop you back in here because you disappeared from our audio entertainment spectrum of experience, and we need you back, buddy. Let's go. Welcome to the show. We're working through some minor adjustments. Wait, somebody drop a follow on the thing. See if the alert box is now the big question. TikTokers want to do rotating their devices sideways so that they can enjoy screenedness and or visualizing the rotate screen button. Full screen horizontal button up and down for the vertical output? Or would you rather be stacked on cool, on hip, on contemporary, on section zoomed in or full screen so it's tiny but everything's there. What? Which is better? I can do all three. It just takes even longer to make that happen. Let's start with hold on. Let's leave it alone. Let's double check a few things. Let's start with bringing this to the top for now, right? Not in stream icons. There we go. Whatever we're going to do with that page, we're going to bring this at the top. One of the things that I'm doing is I'm creating redundancy, like a template page. Like I use this as my chat show version of both an iPad and an Xbox. So I set it up first in the most basic generic way. Make sure it looks good. Excuse me, whatever. And then we duplicate it for the iPad and then drop the iPad in, etc. I used to do this thing where I would make two versions where there's like a little mini version of the iPad first and a big version of my face, the camera in the center, and then a big version of the iPad. But I ended up finding that it was like too many pages, too many scenes in the setup, and I didn't use them as much. So I'm going a little, and it just made for a redundant vertical output for the TikTokers. Everybody watching in TikTok world was just getting a lot of scene changes that didn't really change because there was not a lot of different configurations I could put them in. Not as much as the horizontal output page could provide in the weird way that I was tweaking it. It was a bit redundant. I digress. Next scene. We'll come back to that one and fix all the things a lot real quick in a minute. My first obsession is making sure the alert box is all the way up top and centered on screen. And for TikTokers made to fit. I don't know why it's so much bigger, but I do fit to screen on it, not the rest of them. Okay, got that right. Now we lock it down, symbolizing that it shouldn't be interfered with except for to bring it back up to the top. We do not have DJ Zed in here, and DJ Zed is currently not playing any music. Should we go to the dubstep track? Let's go backwards. Wait, we played this recently, but not today, I don't think. We just jumped on board. Let's add DJ Zed input first. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm doing a little like behind the scenes. Look at me organize a new look. I've got the basic ingredients loaded up and prepped to go, but we still got to do the extra work of actually assigning inputs and audio feeds and making sure all the sizes are right. And since we're dual outputting for now, I think when I revert to free, I've confirmed this on the official website. When I revert to free, and I've gotten a confirmation email that my subscription is canceled. And by the way, I love you, Streamlabs. If you guys love me back, you would sponsor me and make me a Streamlabs sponsor boy and give me free Streamlabs Pro for life. That would be dope. Oh, may I get an email in a couple of days before this timer counts down. No matter how you slice it, whether you're using one of the free ones because you've only ever had free, or you paid for Streamlabs Pro and you stockpiled on the cool graphic content that you can get from Streamlabs Pro, you still have to go through this step, which I'm assuming most of the people who access this stuff and are using it the way I have been usually don't do a show where they sit around and show it to you. But my stream show is not your grandpappy stream show, my friend. Because I'm even older than your grandpappy, and even weirder at that. And yes, I love dubstep for real, and in the fictional character universe. So let the dubstep joke fly. I'm over it. Let's fix a few things. Vertical output. You will get addressed. Get rid of it. Low box. So we do not be setting to his magic number. Magic number for me. DJ, where is your magic number? I'm looking at the wrong number. I'm like, why are we not hitting this number right? It should be right there somewhere. It's because I was looking at the wrong one. Your experience and your mileage may vary, as the saying goes. Your direct phenomenological experience with said apps, any of the apps we've ever talked about, on your machine, in your environment, your iOS, your version of everything may be different than mine, your, etc. So welcome to reality. It's a mess. It's a mess out there. Technology does not always work as promised. For example, one of the things I would love to see fixed by the time I come back, because I will return! I will be back. I will revisit Streamlabs Pro mode, probably in like 9 months' time. Stockpile some cash and buy Streamlabs Pro for a year, so that I can not worry about it on a month-to-month juggling my budget for this show versus my real-life expenses, etc. For the project, the projects are their own little sinkhole, which is a great hobby. It's been super fun, and I would love for it to become my number one career, but y'all got to start going to my podcast for that to happen. Solo.to/Mr. Zeppo. Anyways, here we are, tinkering in real time. TJ said, you now have permission to crank it up as I tinker with this. What I'm doing in that other page is tinkering with the way that the webcam, which I can't show you because I don't have the webcam here, And I don't really want to add it to this, but over here there is a webcam folder which has many things, some of which I'm using, some of which I'm not, blah, 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 We've added DJ's there, we've added a webcam, the webcam needs to be synchronized a little bit. On horizontal output, it is locked and loaded. Good. Oh, let's do that now. Oh, skip that. Let's start with this one. Transform. Fit to screen. Now it is too small. Oh, I did it to both. Undo that. Leave that one alone. Get over here. What we should do is do this. No, we should do that. And then shrink it this way until it fits. Oh, look at that. Almost fit just right. And then we're not moving the other one on the other side of the world. No. You can shrink it a little bit more this way. And then we'll shrink the camera in to fit that. Webcam locked. Locked in position. Video capture device. Adjusting. Thoroughly, well, we'll get micro adjustment just so that it looks the prettiest. Oh, not that bad. Not that thorough. Right there is fine. Alright, we're locking that down. Overlay slots. Do I need them? You know what? Get rid of them. Get rid of them. They just take up space on the underneath the camera on that side, and then they don't show up right on vertical output ever. And it's forever a pain in the hell to try to get them to sit right. Okay, now you'd think, okay, add the thing now, so we can see your game. Not yet. We still gotta make sure it's all locked in place and step through to the other things and do the same procedures as we just did. So we finish that rotation of just adjusting the things as we see them. We want to center on screen. No, this is an invisible. I'll be right back. This is more visible. Transform, fit to screen. Okay, but what about the alert box? There we go. Come here, alert box on this side of the world. I call it the two worlds. Fit screen, vertical output for TikTok, the rest of the world. Social media, you look great on Twitch side. Huh. I guess I could do... Is YouTube horizontal or vertical? I never check, and I don't know how good or bad my videos look on YouTube. I think it's horizontal, right? I've double checked and I get 2 outputs in free mode. Which means I think I will stream to Twitch as per usual and TikTok. There we go. Lock this sequence of panels and ingredients down. Lock it down. Now we add a little bit of DJ Z. Welcome to the show. I'm building it as you watch me build it. Boom. Testing DJ Z audio. Why is it not at 33.3? Oh, because I keep cranking it up while I listen to the tracks. Off headset. Industrial rock roof pad. Externalized rhythm from alternate timelines. DJ Z, the unnamed album. Which is now officially the name of that album. Okay, we can add more bells and whistles, but actually we're just gonna rock this as completed for now. No, that is a lot. We're gonna add one more easy to add ingredient. Oh, we should make our own separate link. We should. And we should replace that other one using that one. We'll update that other one to be something else. That could be my website, my podcast. That's what we'll do. We'll go back to social media page, main page, and change the first one to Sprecher. And not all caps, because it looks better without the all caps. It has more something. It has more pizzazz. It's got more fun. It's got more brand recognition. That's why I decided to just stick with this font forever in terms of Streamlabs stuff. Okay. Let's go back to the social media page. We're working so hard. This page does not have audio. Pause your DJ Zedness. Right there. We're going to rewind it a little bit so it sounds better. Social media 1, update your text. It will now say Sprecher. That is correctly spelled. That is the link. It is not a German website. It is the name of the platform. That might be a German platform, I guess. I don't know. I think it's named in the German word out of funsies. I think it's a European platform. Or maybe it's made in America. I don't know. But it's a great podcasting platform. If you've never heard of it, catch up. Sprecher.com/user /Mr. I think this works. We're going to go ahead and copy paste that to test it out. And if it fails, we'll come back with the correct link. We're going to unlock this folder so we can adjust its positioning a little bit. On the horizontal, I have to narrate everything so that people know what the F they're even looking at right now. I'm trying to fix just the text. Okay, I think we're done. Boom. Got it. Starting back over here. We'll bring back DJ Z in just a hot second. Starting 1 has... We're going to replace this. Or maybe we'll leave it as a joke. Yeah, we'll leave it in as a joke, as a fun, like... What do you call it? Starting 2. Not a joke. What do we call this? Revisiting this hopefully won't be as tedious. The idea is that we'll be able to reuse these all like ready to go, right? Because we just spent over a year paying monthly dues. Okay. Transform. Center on screen. PJZ, yay, lock him down. I guess we'll leave it like that. Zoomed in a bit. Whatevs. We can always update that later. Now we will add the newly updated scene for socials. Scene starting soon 1. No. Social media. Straight down. There we go. And then on this side of the world, we're going to shrink it so it fits right there. Boop. And lock that shit down. Alert box, you are above that. Now what else? We're going to add the new actual link using text-free type add source. Text-free type solo.to /Mr. Zeppo. There we go. We are going to go ahead. We're going to make it bigger. Transform, center on horizontal. Boop. All right. DJ Zed, fire up your track again. Boom! We're getting there. We're getting there, friends. Let's double check stuff. Stream labels, we don't need to check. That's just a beautiful blackout. No audio, no music there. Boom. Dropped the. I just brought DJ Zed back, and then we took two pages with no music. Now there should be music here. We're gonna add DJ Zed back in. We're just playing that game. Sorry, DJ Zed. Capture. Boop. I'm gonna increase this size here so that it's like that. But we're gonna shrink it down on this side so it's more like that. And this bad boy, we're going to transform center on screen. We're gonna leave it like that for funsies. I'll call this business down. Boom, boom, bada boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're probably gonna lose DJ Zed's feed again, but that's the whole point, because we're running. Hello! E-Rabbit from Twitch. Hello, hello. Sorry it took me forever to notice. I get really hyperfixated and don't check the panel. Hello. I suck. Also, there is a delay. People forget. There is a delay between you typing and me, and it's showing up on my screen. There's a delay. And then there's me being busy, and I apologize. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Maybe a lighter color than purple. No, bro. Purple, purple, purple is my brand. Yo. I know, maybe, are you saying it's not readable? I can read it. It just screams purple. Also, it's parody. I am doing something other than what most normal people are doing when they do live stream. I'm experimenting with a completely different thing. I see. Okay. I gotcha. Well, we'll experiment some more in a different way. Let me center on screen. We're just going to shrink it down enough so that it is visible. And we're going to shrink this down enough so that it's on the black. And this side. You're watching on Twitch, huh? Which has got a horizontal output. I'm mostly running through this new setup to adjust and fix the vertical output for TikTok. And yeah, I know, the purple is intense. I wish I could make the outline and the drop shadow. I wish I could choose that color, but Streamlabs does not allow me to. I guess we could change it. But for now, we're going to rock with the color choices because we've made them. And we're just going to run with them for now. It kind of looks awesome when it's big and you can totally just see it. And it's part of the brand. And people telling Mr. Zeppo, see, I'm writing a book series. I'm not just a up and coming, yet to be yet to go trendy, popular, yet to be quote unquote discovered live streamer. I'm literally brainstorming and creating and world building for a book series I'm preparing to write. That I'm going to write for an audience I'm trying to build, and they can read what I'm writing as I'm writing it and give me feedback as readers, which is why I'm always promoting my stuff on Solo, which is where you can find the Wattpad link. And this needs the music feed. DJ Zed, bring that channel back up into this page. Replay that same track so we can test the audio. Bring up that volume. DJ Zed, I want it to go loud. Okay, this page needs DJ Z. We're gonna run through all the pages and just drop DJ Z into them during the course of this track. Forgive the music interrupter pattern. Yeah, I would love to hear Streamlabs. I know I'm no longer one of the privileged, but low level. You're not doing all I have. Give me the power to so thank you. Pages, not all the pages. Are these two the same? They the same look? This one not have DJ Z in it. And we've got DJ Z in it. We'll just hide it instead of actually deleting it, so that if we ever feel the urgent need to activate and utilize it, we can activate and utilize it. So yay! Okay. And then after that, we need a live scene duplicate that is just the camera. Or should we make that over the eye? Well, it never looks good. Well, let's move this. Be right back. Okay. That's going to go there on the list. That's going to go right after it. Sorry, this is tedious, boring stuff. Live scene. This is going to be... main cam solo. Oops, I meant that to be in all caps because live scene is not in all caps, and we alternate. We're gonna go main cam solo 1. Where's the... I can't see anything. Okay. Alright, let's go. Boop. Webcam unlock. Transform. Centered on screen. Okay, good. Then, on this side of the world, click and drag to extreme on both of these sides. Boom. Lock that back down. Now I want to add that fun background purple thing and borrow it. I also want to add, oh, is DJ Zed here? Fire it up nice and loud, DJ Zed. Oh, this one's goofy and it reminds me of Seinfeld. There we go. Welcome, friends! Greetings and salutations! We're just gonna run through the other things. Pretty. So eventually we will get to our exciting new MMO edition of, what is it called? Throne and Liberty. I just take a pink self-contradictory name. Throne and Liberty. Like, where do you find thrones? At the pyramid peak of an empire where you can top down, not very liberty-oriented control scheme, gain most power. Okay. TJ said, you were cranking it up really loud when I asked you to turn it down. Naughty robot. Okay, here we go. You can now add... Let's add the audio first so we don't forget about it and stand around looking like a complete fool with no Xbox audio. This way it's been added. And we can test it, check for it. Boop. Timestamp. Monitor on and output on. Boom. Now we add the Xbox video capture. New input. Label new input. This is so, and it always defaults to the camera. That's why the camera showed up. Boom! There's your Xbox video. Use buffering. Do not click on enable audio for device because it does not have it. I don't think. Transform. We're gonna fit to screen. And then move it. Move. Are you moving? Did it move? Move all the way down, bro. Okay, well, at least transform. You will do that, will you? Won't you? Come on. Do the thing. Work correctly, technology. There's nothing that drives me more aggravated than when, like, stuff doesn't do what it's obviously supposed to do. Okay, let's start with the audio. Let's move that all the way down to the bottom of the list, please. Yay, the audio moved. Okay, now you'll know the video moved if I move the video. Oh my! Now it won't let me click on it. There we go. Boom, because there we go. Now we can see this in the horizontal output. Okay, we're going to move it up on the master list. That sounds terrible. In the show program list. There we go. It's right there. But now we'll duplicate this and call it raw feed, which is just Xbox hidden camera, so we can pull it up if we need to. Hidden camera sounds terrible, but we will mute my webcam, which is more accurately correct here, so that it is just the Xbox. We might duplicate this to have a zoom thing. We might entertain doing the zoom by hand every time. I don't know. I like messing around and finding out, but also it doesn't like it when I do that. I need a video game sugar mama. That sounds like a horrible thing. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me, eRabbit? New subscriber, thank you, eRabbit. What did you just subscribe in? I've never heard that alert before. It sounds awesome. Yay! I'm so glad alerts go to my default output speakers, even if they do happen a little late. The last few times I've looked up because I've heard an alert, the alert widget animation has already gone by. But luckily, also sometimes the alert widget is buried underneath stuff or whatever, like stuff like that happens. But thank you for the subscription. Was that a YouTube subscription or what was that? It was worded oddly. I don't know what you just... Can you not hear me? Check, 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 check. Let's go properties. Let's put on the headset. Mic check. I can hear me. Checking the mic. Are you trolling me? Are you just messing with me now? Test. Monitor and output. Yes. And full volume. Yes. And if I pick it up and talk to you like this. Although that's just weird because you don't want to see how close my face is now to the camera. Or maybe you do. Dun, dun, dun. YouTube. Oh, awesome. Thanks. Groovy. Let me put the camera back down where... Oh, sorry. That was a horrible noise. Ugh. Yuck. Don't make more noise. Stop it. Me. I'm being a terrible me. Yay. Huzzah. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Welcome. I cannot listen to myself. Welcome to the Zeppoverse. DJ Zed. Play something different that we have not played. Didn't we just play this? We just played that. Play something else. Play that. Even though we've probably played them all 1,000 times. Okay, we're not done setting up the pages yet. Although now we do have we have a camera up close. I wish I could get it to play a little closer, but my desk and this shelf on my desk are a little further away than is ideal for my own like audio use. If I wanted to play cool up close mic, voice stuff, I would need to get a special real mic. I've got a beautiful looking... The camera's pointing up. It's pointing at my face. Can you see my face? Hello, my face. It is pointing up. I can point it more down, like that if you want. You want to see more of my hilarious license violating t-shirt that my stepmother got me from a foreign place where they don't care about that kind of thing? She was in some foreign country and she saw this t-shirt and she thought, I know who would love this t-shirt, which makes it the villain from that one movie look like he's high on ayahuasca. Welcome to the show. What are we doing? So many things at once. A, we're fixing up so that it looks cool. B, we're listening to DJ Zed music and rocking out and just vibing. C, we're connecting all the things so that we can have a functioning, usable setup. Well, people want to see more of you, Giggity. Really? Wow. Well, geez. Thanks, I guess. I am a cynic and a self-doubter. So, like, I'm the kind of person that would make the joke about starting an OnlyFans, but would never actually start an OnlyFans because ultimately I just don't have the body confidence to be like, I'm just not hot enough. People don't want to pay to look at me. My face is funny looking at best. I'm good for comedy. And I need to find the right... What are we talking about? Thank you for the compliment. I will shut up now. Continue testing the things. Do all the things work now? Yes. That's the iPad Pro. Boom. At the end of this track, we're gonna counterintuitively, because this show is labeled Throne and Liberty, we're going to counterintuitively log into other games because we are starting off with done slideshow, stop slideshow, go to boop, with a little bit of the almost daily login variety chaos. Can we do it on the Xbox Raw feed also first, maybe? Let's go test all the things. We have, this is set up good. Okay, we need to hide some of these nonsense slidey bars that are unnecessary. Otherwise, it'll just annoy me. Audio input, Xbox, no. That stays. That needs to be set to a magic number that we like, which is like right here, I think. All right. So, Throne of Liberty does not have Aww, E-Rabbit, aww. That's the nicest thing anybody said to me on the internet ever. Listen, let me tell you something. Come here. Let me go to my main cam. I have been on the internet almost daily, in some form or fashion, engaging in some kind of, often subconsciously performative, like self-entertaining. I'm mostly just sort of make myself giggle more than anything else. But also in sincere, like genuine, authentic public discourse and engaging in discussions of some kind or another, just talking about current events and what's going on in the world and what we think about what's going on in the world with somebody with random people on the internet since before AOL existed. And that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said. I'm used to trolls and haters and wannabe alpha men trying to take everybody else down a notch so they can feel alpha when they are clearly not alphas, because alphas don't run around doing that. Alphas are like busy actually being alpha, right? Like I'm a true beta, maybe, but maybe not. I don't know. It's gotten maligned and misused lately. Like I choose not to. Anyways, it's a whole nother psychological thing. Thank you for the very nice compliment. Let's not spiral out of control. I ramble. You also say, don't sell yourself short, you're better at this than you are. Alpha, Sigma, Gamma, is that the new lingo? Will we ever not stop with the words? The absolute irony about alpha males and people who buy into that is that the anthropologist who is factually, correctly, like literally is the guy in the real world scientifically responsible for coining that term has canceled that term because his data was bad, his observations were biased, and he was measuring something that was out of whack because he didn't really take into account that the animals he was observing were being influenced by the fact that they were not really in nature. And that further observation of pack behavior debunks all of his original work. And this whole notion, this whole alpha male, masculine human identity that eventually snowballed out of control, supposedly based on that, he's like, I don't want anything to do with it. That's all bunk, pseudoscience that's using my story and does not acknowledge that I then changed my thesis because I realized my observations were biased and incorrect and needed to be erased and updated and rewritten and changed entirely based on new, more fact-based, reality-based observations in the wild. And that alphas are completely different than whatever the F jacked up, adrenaline junkie, self-proclaimed, self-adulating, self-appointed alpha males claim it to be. Not the least of which because the scientist responsible for the actual term that led to the industry that exists debunked his own science and said, nope, I was wrong. Here's all the reasons why I was wrong. Sorry. Got to change it. So all of that is hilarious to me. Somebody make a clip of that. I don't know what I really am. I'm not into labels. I was having a conversation recently with someone that was, trying to be flirty with me, which I appreciate, because I don't get a lot of, and I'm bad at it. But they were asking me for my sign. And I'm like, whilst I have a lot of admiration for the science of observing the stars and the interesting weirdness of mystical thinking, and I am a spiritualist, I've never found any credible functional thing with astrology as presented to me in the books and the real life, especially when it comes to romance. People I'm supposed to match with according to astrology and or astronomy or whichever one they might be using have never really made sense. And the people that have made sense have never followed any particular pattern of the stars of their birth charts. They've just been people who were really into me for being me And I felt the same way about them, and we both thought that the other was hot enough to want to do all the other things on top of actually be really good friends, right? And like do cool stuff together. So it's never been a guide because it's never helped. Signs, asking people about their signs. I mean no disrespect. I don't know why I'm going on a sidebar about it. I guess I feel the same way about alpha, sigma, gamma, blah, 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 beta, whatever. I've been called a lot of things. The only like labels I respect because their definitions are technical and make sense. Star signs, horoscopes, yes. Like literally your birth sign. And I only know my major dominant sign. I don't know anything about where my hour of my birth specifics are because there's multiple variables and there's a bunch of things about the moon. And I mean no disrespect. I am simultaneously, while saying this and essentially sounding like I'm dissing this, I just mean that in dating it's never helped. I mean no other inherent dismissal of it as a tool for self-reflection or analysis. I love all that kind of stuff. Use whatever Rorschach blot helps you deal with people because people be crazy. I am simultaneously very fascinated and into, believe it or not, but it's literally been there the entire time, hiding in plain sight. Anyone who would be remotely shocked by the fact that I am factually fascinated by, not the same thing as a blind faith believer in, let it be understood. I am factually fascinated by the functional weirdness that is tarot when I use it the way I was taught how to use it, which is not the same way people get taught how to use the Ouija board, okay? So, crowbar of separating, there's different people's interpretations of tarot, and very much against the, ooh, it's evil, it's opening a portal to Satan or whatever. That's a load of hoo-nanny. I like the psychological reflection. You've been in circular mediums. You're a Gemini and a Taurus. Interesting. I'm a insert names of things that I've looked up and read about here, but I don't remember currently. And it's never helped me. Knowing your sign has never helped me in any situation ever in my life, no matter who you has ever been. Right? Like, it's never helped. Knowing whether or not I understand their body language, that has helped. Knowing whether or not I understand their actual vibe energy language, regardless of whether or not whoever you are, it could be anybody, right? I'm talking about my lived experience dealing with people in all kinds of everyday life situations, right? Two things have helped, believe it or not. You could say paladin, interesting. A circle and circular mediums. Yes, I gotcha. Two things have actually helped. Sitting down and talking about stuff, whatever it is. Do you want to tell me about your beliefs? I'll listen. You want to, so somebody, it's always weird about like people ask me what my sign is. I don't care. I don't care what my sign is. I will listen to you talk about why it's important to you. And that will give me a body language understanding of you, a vibe check understanding of you, a lexicon, dictionary, where is your language? It'll give me such an insight into that person if I get to do it live and I get to look at them and make eye contact. Totally. So I have no problem with people's systems. But like on the internet, it's weirder because I got a little lost here. Like, I think if we were having this conversation eye to eye, at a coffee shop, for example, A, I would know your gender, so I wouldn't be confused about that. B, I would know a lot more about you, including what you look like, your height, all the stupid details, not stupid, all the passive details that just come with meeting face to face, which I'm at a disadvantage of because you are seeing me on live stream and I'm reading your words. I'm confused by circle in circular mediums and you could say paladin. No idea what you mean. But I get that you get it and that it's making sense for you in regards to what I was rambling about. So that tells me something. Anyways, yada, yada, yada. What are we actually doing here today? Are there updates? Let's do that. Welcome to the pregame chat lounge session / I'm still working through setting up this cool liquid purple display thingy setup. I'm debating adding the starting widget to all the scenes that have like a blank thing. Oh yeah, we were gonna almost daily log in it. And then I went on a sidebar ramble. Oh, and this controller needs to be charged. Does this other controller need to be charged too? Oh boy, we might be in controller double whammy charge hell. Which is fine, whatever, we'll deal with it. So yeah, I'm a weirdo. I love me some, where are we? Camera, come here, camera. I don't know how I would describe myself in terms of that kind of labeling. Am I a paladin? No. I don't know what archetypes I like using anymore when it comes to MMOs because I haven't played them consistently. My last big real life investment in an MMO that I have not logged into in forever, but that I've got assets everywhere that I should log into and play with and do something about before I lose control of that account is EVE Online. So, blah. All right, here we go. eRabbit has dropped a paragraph. First way you will see mediums like that on stage, right, that made famous. You don't normally see that. True talented ones that some circles, which basically you meet mediums with true talent. Some I've met are mind readers. All right, okay, I get you. Yeah. It's like that whole scene has gotten so oversaturated and whatever that like actual people with actual gifts and talents are no longer part of a touring circuit like it used to be normal. It used to be, and people used to build empires because they would do seances and supposedly they were legit. I have met real people that are deeply intuitive, right? I have been told that I have psychic abilities, and I have had some strange experiences. But I'm not on the internet trying to make a buck doing that. I could. I have a wild... What you're looking at the corner here, like, okay, hiding in plain sight is an empty bookshelf which needs to be reorganized. You've been told you should have been on the podium. You didn't take that route. Interesting, yeah. Here's bottom line. I think that there's a bunch of nonsense out there. There's a bunch of con artists pretending to have special powers. Just like there's a bunch of fake Christian preachers that claim to be faith healers, but they're really just taking people's money, like politicians selling gold lame shoes and fake fancy watches that aren't even waterproof. It's not a fancy watch if it ain't waterproof at all. Like if you look at it with a cup of tea, it might break. It's a piece of garbage, and you've been sold bunk. But I digress. I think that that's true in the spiritual world. I think that social media, the internet, for all of its good things, one of the things that the internet inherently was going to do was empower a marketplace of con artists, right? A marketplace of con artistry. So it's hit everybody. There's con artists, preying on religious people using religious magic, or the fight against magic, or both. Without batting an eye, they'll use Christian magic stuff, and then they'll talk evil about magic that's from some other source because that's evil. There's politicians selling snake oil and content, and whatever. There's clairvoyant people selling classes and programs so that you too can be a psychic and service your local community. What word did you think I was going to say? Do you see? I don't know if you can see that entire shell. Okay, from this, I'm trying to explain. But there's also like legitimate stuff, I think. Those two shelves right here, that's all tarot decks. The boxes. The original like fancy like cereal boxes, as I like to jokingly call it. Remember? Do you remember when video games came in big? That's what I want back there, is a box of all the video games. I used to, from back in the day before, and I wish I still had this piece of art, but everyone laughed at me. And then one day it got damaged and I didn't fix it. And then I just chucked it all because I was sad. But I had a mounting 3D box thing of some of my favorite box art from video games I'd bought and played and stopped playing on PC. On like, you know, things they would play on shitty laptops. Because I was always like a hand-me-down PC kid. Etc. And I wish I had it. It'd be hanging up right up there somewhere. It was a poster board. It was like a science. Remember the poster boards from the, 11 by 9 or whatever that you would buy, and you'd get 2 of them and cut one in half and use it for the sides for your science this experiment display. Well, I had one of those without the wedgie bits, without the foldy bits, covered in big, beautiful, textured, 3D imprinted, relief, molded video game boxes. Not these things. Not these things. Not these little, and not even a fancy. I have the right at the top of this pyramid of nonsense right there. That's my Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 pre-order accidental free bonus gift of a metal, full metal jacket, little Xbox, little itty bitty puny Xbox. I have, and right here, so I can show it off, similar, that one's unopened. That one's still in the original, where's my finger? Finger, point to the right place. This is the hardest thing about it. Right up there, whatever, right there. Do you see the gold, my hand is losing all sense of direction. But do you see the gold thing? In the center of the gold thing, that little black box is a Call of Duty ghost face color print, full color print. It's really beautiful. I'm not going to get up and go get it. But it's like one of these, but in Call of Duty green color scheme and gray, and it's like metal, and you open it up and it's just like that with Call of Duty in the shrink wrap with no game inside. I don't think. If there is a game inside, someday I'll be able to sell it as like a, I don't know what. Random awesome question. I have occasionally thought of it. I have other ink other places. I just also know that bone is where it hurts the hardest. Like the worst pain ever. Like get drunk, like really, really, really drunk. Take some preemptive painkillers that are safe to take with alcohol and smoke weed kind of like, and it'll still hurt too much. And that's probably not a safe combination. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Don't do any of those things. Level of pain. That was comedy, not recommendations. So maybe, probably not ever. Not really. I do love to shave this off. I will forget about it and just let it grow. But I do this myself. So it always changes. Anyways, it's not recommended to drink or take drugs when you have a tattoo. You don't need to thin your blood. Yeah, true that. Because then you just bleed all over the F everywhere. I think I enjoyed getting my first ever, when I got my first ever piece of ink, it was sort of like a random double dog dare you all with a couple of really close friends at the time whom I have not spoken to, seen, or bumped into by, I've never seen, and do not have relationships with on social media. And that was like 20 years ago. I liked it. I liked the process, and I only smoked weed. I think I took a shot of tequila. But I did smoke a lot of weed that day. Before we left. before we decided to go get ink, the three of us together. And it was a double, triple dog dare, all three of us to go right now. Let's go moment. We were all gathered together there to, do that and this is forever ago. I probably shouldn't be talking about it. Anyways, I digress. Curiously, I have many, 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 many ideas of what I might get for if I ever got more tattoos, and either because of money or lack of knowing someone that I like and would wanna, because I know it's expensive, and if you want it to be good, it's worth paying, like saving up and paying for a really good artist and paying them what they're worth. As long as they're not being dicks and overcharging you. Like, there's a balancing act. And I haven't found that artist locally. And I don't have that crew of friends that were, like, comfortable getting shitty, cheap tattoos at the drop of a hat anymore. So I don't have anybody egging me on to go do it. And I haven't for, like, 20 years or more. Good grief, way more now. But yeah, you're right. Don't drink and get tattoos at the same time, kids. Like, you shouldn't. Your tattoo artist should be a professional and decline servicing you if you walk in hammered, right? Like, that's what they should do. I've also long wished that I had better drawing skills and that I'd become a tattoo artist, because I feel like I missed out a whole life track. That I would probably be cooler and have like a bigger online following and like an audience if I was just like covered in ink, and I'd just be automatically hotter if I was the same exact person but covered in ink, just like covered in it. Everyone would be like, oh, he's so hot. And like ran my own shop. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I know it's never too late, but I'm not gonna. All that shit costs so much money to do. And honestly, I think I would be okay at doing the tattoo part if someone else drew, like if someone came in with like, here's the image I want, and I could print that in that cool rub-on like outline thing, because I'm decent at sketching, as I've shown. Actually, we were supposed to be onto that. We're not doing any logging in. Let's go to let's test our settings. Raw feed, are we ready to? We just started rambling without even any cool music in the background. All right, so main cam solo 1. That should be down here. Then iPad raw feed 2. While that loads up, I need to duplicate this scene, so forgive me while I click on it. Welcome, and anyone dropping by in real time right now to the almost daily login portion of our show. Excuse me a moment, I shall play some music for you. I'm going to mute myself for a bit. Rock on. Okay, now we're going to backstep. Yeah, you think I got to go for an A-list tattoo artist? I agree. Totally. That is exactly what I would do. But that's just, I got to make some money from all of this other stuff that I'm doing before I can do that. Or quit. Like, just quit. And that would be sad, but it would be, go get a real job at a gas station and just, grind my way back into a regular life. One of the three. I would love for this to take off. If more people could read my book and listen to my podcast, please, so that it makes me a little bit of, whoa, come back here. Right there, perfect. Stop moving. And plunk. That was for the horizontal. The vertical, we're gonna fix hither. Transform. You know what I would do? I could do if I was gonna cosplay myself getting a tattoo is just get someone to draw some cool shit on here in some of that cool hentai ink that stays forever and is like kind of like a tattoo. I could should would do some of that. I'm gonna shrink this webcam down a little bit so it looks cool and classy right here. Hello friends and welcome. I am indeed building the show as let go of the thing so it doesn't freak out. Let go of it. Should I let go of it yet? Good device. Do the things I ask you to do the way I'm asking you to. Yeah. We should add the iPad Pro here. Okay. I know this may or may not make sense to some people who just drop in and be like, why is there no gameplay? We're getting there. We are getting there. Hello, people of TikTok. I'm making this just for you because I've decided you guys are the place that I'm gonna keep streaming to. After I cut back to Streamlabs free. I'm gonna shrink this down so it'll all make sense in a hot second. Quit moving around, loosey-goosey like that. Just settle down. Settle down somewhere I like. Right there, buddy. Oh, stop. Okay, just let go. Let go. The software... My mouse pointer won't let go of the thing. If it works, why? Fix it! There's that. You could say that. Transform. Oh, come here, transform. Center on horizontal. Oh, why aren't you clicking on the other one? Sorry. There's a lot of things going on that are invisible to the audience watching. And I apologize for that. And we will be getting to the gameplay very soon, I swear. We're going to shrink it a little bit. Come here. Give me the shrinky size thing. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. There, come here. And done on that side. Oh, no, we gotta move this so that it is I'm gonna shrink on this side. We're gonna shrink from the corner. Welcome, viewers, one and all from around the world, except for people dropping links that violate terms of service on the platforms. You guys are not welcome. This is an extended pregame chat lounge session featuring the Almost Daily Login. Also, we're working on the setup so that it looks cool. I need to redo that image so that it fills up correctly, but that's also a problem with the iPad display. Okay, are we done? And lock that in place. Kaboom. Although we might do social media. Oh, we got to move the alert box all the way up top. Alert box and social media all the way up to top. And then we're done. Oh, so is DJ Zed with his music. Kapow. Everything's on lock. We're going to ban that ban evader. We're going to show you off the logo. This is the Almost Daily Login. And now, friends, thank you for joining us. This is supposed to be... Oh, we gotta make this into an... Okay, we're gonna duplicate this page. We still haven't finished making all the pages. And And I can't not show you the pages that I'm making. So forgive the redundancy and the boredom. But at least this will mean I've been online for a really long time. I think you get, even though I'm technically not showing gameplay right now, I think you get credit towards drops for the game. So there's that. Hey Rabbit, what are you into? What are you playing these days? Are you playing, or are you here trying to peddle some? We're gonna put this all the way on the top of the stack of these scenes. Come here, you. Move. Move to where I want you to. Why aren't you doing it? Oh, it's bogged down. I probably chose poorly in choosing to do all this stuff live. I think it's bogging down. You play Fortnite, Pokemon, United, a few other games, but mostly on Nintendo. Nice. That's cool. I'm glad the chat is magically working there that way. We're going to fix everything on both sides. Come here, device. You're supposed to go move to the top of the screen. Move to the top of the thing. Oh my god, it's being so not responsive. Come on. The whole thing has just stopped responding to my mouse clicks. So this was maybe a dumb idea. Oh no, wait. It's catching up to itself. Will it move though? Mother effer. Move the video to the top of the stack. Why, technology, do you refuse to work correctly? Is my microphone not receiving information? Because it's also like not, it's super laggy, isn't it? Oh, there he goes. Now my voice is peaking. It's a bad idea. I should have set this up. I wanted to have fun organizing the overlay live on stream, but that's taxing the shit out of the machine I'm doing it on. And I cannot afford a high-end, robust, insert name of fancy brand of PC here. I know what's going on. Like, I understand. I'm just frustrated that it's not doing things that the way I want them to, and that it's being Streamlabs is being Streamlabs, which really means my iMac is being laggy AF right now. Okay, now it's at the top. Good. But it hasn't shown up over here, which is dumb. Show up over there. Oh, son of a bitch. This is hilarious and sad at the same time. And this overlay will look great once I'm done with it and I'm not moving stuff around as much the way I'm doing now live on stream, because doing it live on stream apparently unalives your stream quality in a sad, tragic way. I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten disconnected. Knock on wood. I didn't just move just chatting to the top. Show the effing camera. Stop highlighting just chatting. I wonder if I changed. It is so laggy, it's sad. The mouse isn't laggy, but the highlights of what the mouse hovers over and what it clicks on totally are. It's so laggy. And it sounds like the camera is liquid fast, but my audio is laggy, so my voice is lagging behind. Sorry, I didn't realize I was all capping. I'm going to type this out for the sake of typing it up and having it visually appear. Oh my God, what is it doing? Not ironically. I like that brand. I don't know why I've gone into silent mode. My hands have taken over. Now that I'm typing, my mouth is like, ooh, a break. I don't want to talk out loud anymore. But yes, E-Rabbit. Would I be getting Alienware? That's a brand I like. It's a brand that I think has a well-established track history of being, well-priced and actually robust and well-built. There are other competitors on the market. There are some really nice, there's all those fancy machines with all the really trippy lights and I could be doing that, right? And I could set up with crazy long cables so that my PC is actually way up there. I want to put my PC on top of that bookshelf. I want to get a crazy robust PC in an airproof case with its own filter for air on that shelf, and then run crazy mad cables on the ceiling to plug into everything that's sitting on my desk with a monitor. Run my iMac into that PC as a source so I could play the the iMac games, which run fine, and I could be streaming if the thing my iMac doesn't want to do is run the stream and stream it and the video game on that are installed on it. It doesn't like to do both. If I could use a capture card to stream my iMac using a robust PC like an Alienware or a third-party one with cool laser beam lights on it and stuff and water cooling, but that costs money that I don't have. There you go. Stuff like that. Yeah. But that's I don't know when in the future. Right now, the only thing I can hope for is that, where the hell? Is that, why did it disappear? I don't know what's going on. That somehow I get a magic, what do you call them from back in the day? There was back in the Dark Ages when art, when art was so expensive you couldn't do it for a hobby. You had to literally get someone to be your sugar daddy, your patron. I need a patron or a sponsor. Game fit to screen there. All right. Well, I've learned my lesson the hard way. Do I have a Discord? Yes, I'm the same name. My brand is Mr. Zeppo. If you want to find me anywhere, type in the word Mr. Zeppo, and you will probably find me. This is not working for me, obviously, as I've just trash talked my iMac. I love my iMac, let it be clear. If I was doing this offline, it would be fine. And then I'm going to go offline and not be streaming, make the edits I need to make so it all looks pretty, come back online and do the other thing, and it'll all work perfectly. It's good enough for a decent live stream that only sometimes has problems. Do I want to spend, would I love to have $10,000 to redo my entire room? Give me $20,000 and I'll redo my entire studio. But somebody's got to give me $20,000 because I don't got that. I'm not making that at my job. Not yet. I need 1 million people to listen to my podcast 1 million times. So go to my link, listen to my podcast 1 million times. And then I can buy the stuff and we can be all fancy and I can hire people. I want to be a job creator. But that means 1 million people need to go listen to my podcast. And it's crazy and it's real, raw, and radically unscripted. So it's not like any podcast you've ever listened to. And it's an acquired taste. So I don't know where I'm going to find 1 million people to do that. But at least, thank God, there are 1 billion people in the world. So I'm going to stop on that note, as this has been an awkward, overly self-promotional episode. And obviously, I need to finish making the adjustments and then come back on screen. And I'm also feeling a bit peckish, so I might grab myself a bite to eat. But thank you for being around, eRabbit. Thank you for following on YouTube. Come on through and follow me on Twitch, on TikTok. Also, and you can find all my links on solo.to/Mr. Zeppo. Come on through. Read my book series. Look at my original art. I need to update my gallery because it's way out of date. There's way more new art. I'm also in the middle of making some of that. We didn't really feature. One of the things I thought I would do, if we were fast about setting up these pages, which obviously that failed, was go look at some of the new art that we're going to make. We took a bunch of cool screenshots of the games that we're featuring. Insert name of game here. It does too have my, doesn't it? Oh, it does not have my Discord link? It did. I'll update it. It should. What is my Discord link? Hold on. Let me look up my Discord link and give it to you. Since you're asking so nicely, somewhere in this notepad, Discord, I can spell Discord link. Links to share on Discord. No. Silent Coalition. That's from way back in my EVE Online days. Discord. The server. Discord server from Mr. Zeppo. We have to check to see if this is valid. This may be out of date. You were asking nice. I thought my solo had my Discord server. Here is what I found in my Linky Bits collection notepad. But this may be out of date. Let's go over here. No, okay. So I found a link. Do I have a chat box in this page? No. Let's put a chat box in real quick to see if it works. Let's see how bad the setup is. Or maybe we've caught up with ourselves and now it's running like... Sometimes this runs smooth like butter. And sometimes this runs horrible. It doesn't like it when I'm clicking on a lot of things and I've got a lot of tabs open. This opened a Discord tab on the web thing, which will open an invite to continue. Invalid link. Why is my invalid link a thing? I gotta update my link. I gotta update my Discord link. My automatic generated Discord link thingamahoo on file, on record, is out of date. Okay, so we're gonna make some fan fiction art. Hello, TikTok world. Hello, TikTok. I'm looking at you right now, literally. Let me show it to you. I don't think I'm showing it to you on the thing. Let's go over here. Instead of staring at my funny hair too. It's not a permanent link. You're so smart. Look at you being so clever. If it turns out you're also like my type, I'm going to have a heart attack and die. If you're like a sexy hot lady that's like wants to co-host shows together for some reason, that would be magical. You probably think I'm ugly in real life. I don't know why I'm talking about that. 'Cause secret plans are at play. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? No, I'm making a fool of myself. What were we talking about? Art. We're talking about art. Let's go look at some art. Art stuff. iPad Pro art. Ha 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 ha. I love pretending to be that meme. Ha ha ha. I know, I'm a jerk. I'm a nerd. You're a man? Well, okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm not attracted to men, but I don't mind it when men flirt with me. You did get a little flirty. I'm okay with that. I'm not ashamed. You can laugh if you want. You didn't make it clear earlier. You shoulda, coulda, woulda brought it up yourself. And with a name like E-Rabbit, it's ambiguous but also suggestive of certain kinds of things, if I may say. So maybe the joke is on you. Haha. No, I'm easy. I'm easy to flirt with. Anybody can flirt with me. I'm just also only exclusively attracted to actual women, so I end up disappointing a lot of people because they think I'm cute enough to flirt with, and then they're like, oh, what are we looking at? Oh, we're gonna make some. If I was attracted to men, then my statement would have been about men, and it would have been true, and it would have been hilarious. That's a good one. I want to make fan art. You put it as E-Rabbit because it's more catchy. All right. Mine is Mr. Zeppo because that's my brand, because I'm writing a book series about a character named Mr. Zeppo. But Mr. Zeppo is a lesbian trapped inside a man's body and has known that since he was 9.5 years old, because in real life, I have known since I was about 9.5 years old that I am a salty, sailor, potty-mouthed lesbian, like kind of a butchy lipstick-dyke lesbian, trapped inside of an awkward theater major man's body that everyone assumes is a gay man and isn't. You are the evil rabbit. Evil rabbit is confusing. I'll give you that. Mr. Zeppo is specific, but no one knows it. So people don't know how to pronounce it. They like it, but they don't get what it is. And then they're like, why? Is that your real name? What is that? And then they look up. There's an Italian guy somewhere on the internet who I think his real name is Mr. Zeppo and has one social media account. And then they find him and they think it's me. And it's not. Anyways, we're going to make fan fiction art is what I'm trying to get out of this game. I'm going to decide later between these two which one looks cooler to make fan fiction art out of. Or maybe we'll do something, maybe we'll make a panel. Because we could do that. We could make like a comic book panel, ultimately. That's a cool image, iconic moment in the game. Truly an important moment in insert name of game here. Mr. Giuseppe, aka Mr. Zeppo. Did you find a Mr. Giuseppe in the internet that is also a Mr. Zeppo? That's hilarious. I did not pick that because of that. The other thing that happens to me sometimes with this name, I need to stop this stream because all of this is like backlogged and streaming poorly. We're probably at like really low kbps rate. Let's go check. Oh no, I meant to bring you with me. The other thing people ask me before we go to the desktop portal of infinity, just chatting. Okay, we're going to put this. We're going to move this, see if it moves. Be the first iPad Pro bit. Nope, doesn't like to move. Oh yeah, that part is slow. The camera looks great though, but my audio is spiking late on terms of the peak meter. You can tell. I'm not talking. All right, anyways. What was the thing that also... Oh, people, I used Mr. Zeppo in a performative context, like as a theater artist, as a brand, and people asked me, is it a homage or a direct reference to the Marx Brothers? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, because there's a Zeppo Marx. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I didn't realize that. I was very familiar with the Marx Brothers. I wouldn't call myself a fan exactly, but I had encountered their stuff on Saturday morning feeds on TV. Saturday morning shows on TV, like sometimes they would, they just had their movies on rotation as part of some like, let's remember the past. At any rate, I think this one is the right one to pull. So we're looking at a magician. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I've played a magician. I used it. Oh no, that one has, she had her eyes closed in that one. Womp, womp, womp. Let's check this one. That's better. Here we go. No eyes closed. And then this is an iconic moment, but it's so blurry and out of focus. Oh no, it's perfect. I'll fix emoji toy. And then we need one of just whatever her name is. Whatever its name is. This one works out because these circles are so iconic. Like, they get used for such weird things specifically. It's great that we got one clean shot of them during the activation reel. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to use this and I'm going to get rid of everybody else. Because I like the little far off look. But I also love the up close, like, I'm going to stare you in the face and look at you with my fierce eyebrows. Part of me wishes I'd kept her eyebrows normal. But part of me is like, no, it's great they match. Everything matches. That's her natural hair color. She didn't dye it. She was born that way. It's not Maybelline. Or whatever the darn commercial is. Is this the other one that's really good? Oh, that is a really good face she makes there. Those are all going to be really difficult to choose between. I'm going to have to use them all to like practice isolating her in the background and then ultimately just getting rid of the background. This one's dope and huge and way too much of a... I wish I can get that level of clarity of what her features are, but it still be a whole body shot. But the zoom doesn't really quite let you. There's no photo mode that I can determine. There's a sassy 3/4 shot. Okay, anyways. Yada. Oh, I'm look at that. I'm looking at all this stuff, and you're stuck looking at my ugly face. That may or may not be Giuseppe Zeppo the Magician. I might borrow that. Dear E. Rabbit. I might borrow this dialogue we just had. Control copy. Not the part about you being a man, although that is also comedy to me. But the part about like coming up with a funny name for a magician character. The Mr. Zeppo universe is about a world in which there are multiple different weird, funny characters. Get that. I just want to paste. Where's paste and match style? Bummer. Okay, that didn't strip the thing out. Never mind. Anyways, so one of the things I'm doing, for those of you who do not know, is grabbing these iconic moment screenshots, doing some Photoshop treatments and some personal real life like sketching, redrawing, learning how to draw these characters as I try to teach myself how to draw better. And we're calling that fan art. And we have not made a, this is going to be our signage. Duh! This is our signage. We have to make world building fan art fiction fan art. We haven't come up with a title name. We are going to kill this stream though, because it is streaming all wonky as bad as poo. But I'm going to make that sign. No, come here. Come here. Where's the correct location? Bloop, 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 bloop. I have to give a shout out to Adobe Express. They are sort of unofficially now one of my sponsors. They just gave me 6 months for free because I couldn't. I was like, my life is getting too expensive. The world's a mess. I need to save some money. Can I not use you for a while? Can I not pay for your subscription for a while? I'm canceling. And they were like, well, hold up, bro. We like what you're doing so much. They did not say that. I'm imagining it. Where's the original version of Just Me? Not the we ran it through Photoshop version. I believe that's this. I want that to be this. Yes, and go to its original size. Boom. We're going to continue to treat this image and we're going to redraw it. But because we haven't done that yet, to save time, we're going to use this image for right now. As it evolves, we'll update it as signage and make versions that are fan fiction. Change. Oh, wait. Let's. Oh, wait, I've got an idea. Edit. Done. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to go into the magic. Where's the magic alignment button? Grid? Rotate? Where's the one where I just have them mirrored back to upside down to upside down? I want that one. And then I want to make 2 of them. No. Magic? I want the one where I can flip the... I kind of love that. There's one, I swear there's one where what it is, isn't there like a menu of these? Drop cap, no. Grid. Okay, whatever. We'll just go with magic like this because it fits. It does fit good. We can go with this. We're gonna go with. No, we're gonna go with deep dark cosmic black, and then effects, and then outline. Then we're gonna drop purple. Why isn't it the same purple? It should be the same purple, you absolute fool. And then we're going to make shape. And that's going to be our patented world green. Then our shape is going to be boom. Or, no. I like that one. No! I like that one. Because it looks the most like an actual sticker. So far. Although that one's kind of cute. And then that one's extra. That's adorable. Oh, wait. That's kind of cute. Actually, now that changes my mind. Let's go with that one. Or that one. That is super dope. I kind of love that one. I kind of love that one. Let's go with that one. And then instead of putting it off to the side, fan fiction, fan art. Boom. All right. Okay, friends. Thank you so much, eRabbit. I'm going to take a break. and finish setting this up, and which may take a while, so that it looks pretty and that it looks good on the vertical output. And then reboot all my systems so that everything is feeling fresh and purged and ready to go. And then we'll come back for the almost daily login and a little bit of art making, maybe. Or not. We did just make some art. But as always, thank you for dropping by and saying hi. And if anybody came by to watch it after the fact in the not too distant future, watching on the archive, thank you for that. I always notice the numbers going up. Your viewership is appreciated. Okie dokie, friends. I'll be back later. Peace out. Go be good human beings to each other out there in the real world, as well as in the fan fiction, and in the video game lobbies, and in the stream chat, etc. DJ Zed, play us a little something different. Ciao for now, amigos. Rock on. Now we've got a nice cool new label for the it won't let me slide the volume up. We need to just end this stream. There. All right, there we go. For reals, we're ending. Bye. Hasta la vista, amigos. Hey, at least the outro looks good. All this stuff looks good. Looking good, friend. I love this setup. It's so liquidy and purpley. Please go to my link page tree thing page. It's not Linktree, it's Solo.